Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We appreciate you tuning in this morning. So behind me we've got a 2022 Logan Bullseye 3-horse gooseneck. Now this Bullseye has become an extremely popular model that Logan has come up with over the last few years. In these goosenecks you can get it in a 3 and a 4-horse. You can also get it in stock combo and also a straight load. And then they've got some bumper pull versions as well, but they're very well equipped, have a really good price point. They really stand behind the product as well. Before we get into the trailer, I want to take a look at the drawing. So we'll put that up so you can kind of see what we're looking at here. Again, it's a 3-horse that we're looking at. It's their standard height, 7 foot tall, standard width, 6'9". Now this trailer here is just over 15.5 foot on the floor. So really a small footprint as far as this trailer goes from overall length. It has a 30-inch short wall in this front tack room, so it's kind of their standard tack room. You can go a little bit bigger. You can do some different tack setups in these, but for this one here, this one's kind of just a standard setup. But again, we always go through and we do some extras to these trailers. First, let's talk about this. Galvanized steel frame, aluminum body. So we have strength of steel. We're not going to rust like black steel with it being galvanized. You have a lifetime corrosion warranty on this trailer. And then you're also going to get the aluminum finish to the trailer itself, so it lightens it up and gives it a cleaner, sleeker look, in my opinion, to the trailer. They're also going to stand behind the product. So where this trailer hits price point, I want you to look at, if you're comparing it to other manufacturers, 8-year structure warranty, 2-year hardware warranty, 1 year on the tires, so no question asked there. And then again, you have that lifetime corrosion warranty. So if you put that in comparison to other trailers that kind of hit this price point on these, a lot of them are going to offer a 1 to 5 year limited warranty. So major differences in warranty on the trailer itself. Underneath the gooseneck, nothing too crazy underneath here. We've got our single leg manual crank jack. Now you will notice that there is this vortex lining. Vortex lining is incorporated on these Logans throughout, and the reason why is because, I mean, this thing just adds so much strength and durability to it. It's like a bed liner. So, you know, from the standpoint of rocks hitting this, you know, I won't say that you won't get big dings from rocks, but now the chances are a lot less. Really easy to clean up as well. Underneath this gooseneck, one thing that I really like, and this gets overseen quite a bit, is these load lights underneath here. So there's a light underneath the gooseneck, and the switch is over here in this front corner, so driver's side front corner, because most of the time our cargo light is going to hit the front of this trailer and kind of be useless. So with that being said, we understand that at times, you know, you're going to be hooking this trailer up in the dark, unhooking it, maybe you got to get that spare tire off there. So by having that light up there, it's just one nice little piece that goes along with it. Now they have an entry level called a Crossfire model. Now, there are definitely some upgrades when we're starting to get into this trailer itself. One of the very first things is these tack doors. These are heavy-duty tack doors. And the easiest way to tell is if it's square at the top, that is a made-at-the-factory door. And if it's rounded at the top, it's prefab, so it's really lightweight. I'm telling you what, it's like a piece of paper in your hands. This thing here is really durable. We're going to be opening and closing this door every single time. And I'll show you on the drop windows as well. But you get that nice heavy duty made at the factory tack door. You have a 4-tier blanket pull rack that swings out. And then you've got a brush tray for those smaller miscellaneous items that you're going to be carrying. Hoof picks, throwing some brushes, fly spray bottles, those type of items there. Now in this front tack room, this is the standard. So this is as far as, again, a 30-inch short wall that we have here. You have your bridle hooks that run across. You also have this carpet behind it, so we don't have that tack swinging against the tack wall, scuffing that up, also making a lot of noise. You got to think the horses are on the other side of this as well. And then one of the upgrades that we do compared to standard is we go ahead and put that corner water tank back there. So you're going to be able to carry some fresh water with you, because think about this. If you're going to a trailhead, you're going to a show, you're traveling during the summer months in traffic, waiting in line, you know, there are instances where it'd be nice to have some water right here at the trailer for you. Maybe you're parked way out somewhere and you can't get to that hydrant without carrying full buckets a long ways. It's really nice to be able to have this right here. It's just gravity feed. You fill from the top, you empty from the bottom. A lot of times we recommend you put a hose on it and have another ball valve to where you can literally set them right outside the door, your buckets, and fill up, and then just set your hose back in the tack room itself. And then you're going to have this 3-tier saddle rack that it swings out as well. So if you're out here ground level, you know, you can swing it out, get saddles on and off. Since it's a 3-horse, you get the standard 3 pads. There is a 4th location. They build them all the exact same, so there is a location down here. If you want to add a 4th pad, you could do that, or if you want to move these in a different sequence, you've got the capability to do that as well. You got a couple windows up there in the gooseneck. You have LED lights in there as well, so you have light coverage in that front tack room. Nice solid seal to these. Again, that these bigger, heavier duty tack doors, you know, a good solid seal. Not to say that it's not a bad idea to lock these, just because in transit they can pop open if you don't get it shut all the way. Now I will tell you this, on the prefab doors, on those rounded ones, I highly recommend you go ahead and lock those in transit, because those will pop open on you at some point. There's also a drip rail above their doors and drop windows. That just helps from that moisture getting on the top of those door frames at that crack there and working back into the trailer. You know, if you have snow melting or rain, you know, you get in those freezing months, then you'll have a door seal, you know, froze up. White sheeting is standard. You can upgrade, I shouldn't say upgrade, you can change colors to champagne, silver, charcoal. If you go to those, the slate's another one that can be done at no additional charge. Now, if you do go with black, that is an upgrade. So if it's the polished black or your slate black, there is an upcharge on those. But for the most part, the white, the silver, and the charcoal have been the real popular sellers for us over the last couple of years. Really ties in well with the color schemes on a lot of these newer pickups. You have your 3 bus windows. Again, compared to that Crossfire, you're just gonna have a plexiglass with 1 air gap. Here you're actually gonna get the bus windows. So those will slide open. You have a load light up top as well. You have 1 on each side, the rear of this trailer, so you again have more light coverage. Tie rings, you got 3 of those since it's a standard 3-horse. You can do that. If you wanted to add a 4th one, you could do it up here towards the front. That's not a problem. Our parts and service department can help you out with that. 2 6,000-pound rubber torsion axles, and then we upgraded to the aluminum wheels. Again, just gives it a cleaner look to the trailer. And again, those steel wheels over time, you know, that paint will kind of chip and you'll get that superficial rust. It's really not, you know, really rusting the wheel itself, but it gives it that kind of gross look, and these aluminum wheels will shine back up the way they are. And then again, those are also covered by 1 year, no questions asked. So if you catch a road debris, a nail, you have a blowout, you go through Lion's Head, who actually Logan uses for their tire vendor as well. We have experience with them on their Cimarron. Cimarrons have been using Lion's Head for their wheels and tires for a long time now. Again, it's pretty simple. You take some pictures, you send it in, they send you a new tire within that first year. At the rear here, you have dual 50/50 doors. If your horse prefers a ramp, or you prefer a ramp, or you want to haul something else, some toys, we can do a bolt-on ramp that goes right up and over these back doors. So those are, again, items that can be added on. Maybe you want a hay rack, we can do that as well. You get 2 dividers. This back one telescopes, and that's important because now by telescoping it down, I can actually secure it against the wall and out of the way. So again, if you're wanting to maybe give a horse a little bit more room, you want to throw a mirror and foal in here, maybe again a toy of some sort, whether it's a 4-wheeler, side-by-side, something along those lines, you can do that. Now, you also have the Vortex lining, again incorporated throughout. So it's on the kick walls, the partition wall, your upright posts, again, giving a lot of strength. One of the other things you have here is these slam latches. We really like those rather than having to hold the divider in place and drop a pin in something. You know, it's just safer for you, it's safer for the horses to be able to have these slam latches themselves. There's those interior LED lights. So you have 3 of them because it's a 3-horse, you get 1 per stall. There is a switch on the back. Those switches, you have 2 switches. One will run interior and one will run all your exterior. Now, these guys have the ability to go up here and I can actually physically turn it off. But if you leave them all in the on position, again, you can run it off that switch at the back. So again, you don't have to worry about hopping in and out, actually hitting those switches themselves. Now, I talked a little bit about that warranty compared to, you know, a lot of the competitors in these price points. The other thing I want you to notice is this roof. So you'll notice there is a bow to this roof, and that is important because now we can get moisture off of these roofs, whether it's snow, whether it's rain, because that moisture sitting up there will eventually over time wear down those roof seals. You will have to reseal a roof on every single trailer at some point in its life. But now we actually drastically reduce the amount of time that we're going to have to do that and the frequency. Compared to those other trailers, a lot of them have flat roofs. And we see that when they come in 5, 6 years old, we're already having to do their roof seals as far as those are concerned on those competitors. So that is one nice thing about these. Again, it gets that moisture off of there. And then you have your 2-way roof vents. So we have bus windows, we have 2-way roof vents to manipulate airflow throughout here, and I'll show you those drop windows when we get to the other side. Now this one here, this one does have the wood floor with the Vortex lining. So that Vortex lining, again, I'm not going to say that you're not going to have to replace any boards, but the longevity that this Vortex lining is going to give this wood floor is substantial. It's really going to allow it to hold up over time. Those are the Douglas fir with the Vortex lining. That is standard on these Bullseye models. We do upgrade some of the kind of more option trailers, especially like the closet tack setups, you know, bigger tack room type setups. We'll usually go ahead and upgrade. Now on that, if you're familiar with Logan's, you know about their Sure Grip flooring as well, that self-draining porous floor. That floor right there, you can easily add that to it. So that is an option there, whether it's the aluminum or this wood type option. You can remove mats, put that porous floor in there, and then you don't have to pull mats ever again. There's those drop windows I was telling you about. So again, same thing. We actually have framed windows just like that tack door, not just one piece of basically kind of a black frame around the window where it's really lightweight. It's really, you know, just wobbly in your hands. I mean, you can literally shake these trailers with these drop windows. I would not do that on those prefab ones. You know, welded hinges here. The other thing is you have these big jail bars with these screens. If your horse doesn't like screens or would tear that up, it's just Velcro, you can take them right off. But the ability to maybe put some feed, offer them some water type of a scenario if you stop somewhere, that's really handy there. And the other thing too is they have this little cheater bar. So for those of you that maybe aren't as tall and you always fight having to get these latches, they're up at the top, you know, you got to stand on a running board, hold on to you know, a tie ring, especially on like 8-foot wide trailers. Now granted, this one's not, so it does have a running board to it, but 8 wide trailers, you don't have something to step on. Well, these are standard on the Bullseye models up from Logan, so you've got that capability there as well. There's a good look at those aluminum wheels. Again, it dresses the trailer up, ties in really well. Just the black windows, the aluminum siding on the trailer, the top rails. Again, it's a sharp looking trailer. So this trailer is available. We've got some 3s, we've got some 4s, but give us a call. I'm going to give you the stock number because if you are interested in this trailer, you can just reference it and they can pull up what you're looking at. That number is 5N221-020. Again, it's a 22 Logan Coach Bullseye 3-horse gooseneck. We do take trade-ins, so if you're looking to upsize, maybe even downsize, we can help you out there. But give us a call. Anybody on our sales team can help you out with that. Our number is 303-684-5555. 3400. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.